Basketball. We love that basketball. Basketball. We love that basketball. Mm 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 mm. Basketball. We love that basketball. Basketball. We love that basketball. Good morning, y'all. Good afternoon. Had to kill a little time there. How are you? Okay, let's do a little house cleaning here while I'm here. Um, I'm hoping that you all are having a glorious and prosperous day, and you haven't jumped into the other dimension. At least you still on this side of the dirt with me. So I want to do my best and my sincerest to welcome you to the mental house, okay, with me, your host, Khadija. Um, y'all, I know it's around the holiday time, okay, and a lot of times people don't say what they really want to say, because it's the most joyous time of the year, right? But let's talk for real. Because I know I'm a little late, but I actually saw, what's the chick's name that bleeding out of her eyes and out of her other body parts? You don't tell them where else. What was her name? Megan Kelly. Um, the one that MSNBC gave $69 million, I believe it was, to get the hell on. Wow, they don't do black people like that, do they? Or do they? Maybe they do. So I think Don Lemon got a nice severing package. So I'm not gonna say that. Okay, I'm gonna try to be as accurate as possible because the story is already crazy that I'm bringing. I've never seen such hatred than what I seen from her. And I guess that if you want to really make money in doing journalism or doing podcasts or doing what I'm starting to find out, because see, I'm new to this, and I'm an old, a more mature, seasoned, uh, uh, podcaster. So some of these things I don't know, I'm learning on the fly. I do everything myself. But what is really surprising me is how many people are willing to sell their souls to kiss the ring in order to remain relevant. And that's just kind of what I feel about this Megan Kelly person who Donald Trump said she was bleeding out of body parts. He talked about her like a damn dog, as I think I've stated before. And now she's wearing a red MAGA hat. Make MAGA great again. Okay, Megan, I got you, girl. But I really think it's a travesty of how this country really feeds off a race. So what she said about Caitlin Clark, to me, first it's so insulting. Not only did they went from the angle that she's being bullied by black players, to saying these type of things and disrespecting her white counterparts. Not only is this the narrative they want to spin, like she's a weak, all them shots and all them passes that she makes and all the workout for excellence that she does, you would say that she's being pressured because she has a kind word to say about black women and black basketball athletes, basketball players in particular. You know, white people, I just really want to say this to y'all. Those of y'all who consider yourself white, an imaginary code, you are really sick if you only can go after low hanging fruit, which is black people. Because, see, y'all always got smoke for black people, right? And not only that, I'm going to stop saying the word white supremacy because it's really white inferiority. That you would have to construct a world where you can't hear the truth. Anybody tell you the truth about yourself, you have a meltdown. So people have been lynched, they've been killed, all because you need to other somebody. This is what I've noticed about white people. Now, and of course, I hate to say this every time. You know, I'm not talking about all white people. Those who get it, get it. Okay? And they know I'm not talking to them. But there is a certain segment of y'all that is so hell-bent on race and keeping this imaginary lot in life for yourself, that you can be better than somebody, that you are willing to blow a gasket, you are willing to vote for a rapist, an insurrectionist, all these things. Watch women have their rights taken away, so you won't have to deal with blackness. Y'all really pathetic. You have to take the books and burn them, right? Napoleon said, history is a set of lies agreed upon. So black people, y'all need to understand that they gonna lie to you, your children. Fortunately for my family and we never look for our open enemy to educate us about who we were. Okay? We already knew when we went up in the school systems exactly who we were. And if you're not teaching your child who he or she is, then they're low hanging fruit. And then the enemy, the real weak minded, can take them and just exploit them in every kind of way possible. And so as I was listening to Megyn Kelly, I was like, oh, you trying to spew all your hatred off on Caitlyn. As if black women have never honored white players. Who you think Rebecca Lobo is? Elena Delle Donne. Lauren Jackson. Oh my God. Nancy Lieberman. I mean, the list goes on. Ann Myers. The list goes on and on. And for you try to pin that racist stuff on us. Like we don't like and we jealous of Caitlin Clark. We understand talent. But we also understand that y'all do too much just because she's white. And it's ridiculous. But I respect the fact that you feel so good that you finally got somebody that you feel represents you. But the sick part about it is there's been white women representing you in the WNBA all the time. What made you want to get behind Caitlyn and use her as an avatar for your racial hatred? What would make you do that to that young lady like that? That's why I say, because y'all don't care about her. If you really cared about her, you wouldn't even do her like that. You care just as much for her as you do for black people. You like to keep shit going. So white people, I think y'all need a head examination. I really do. There are some of y'all who are cut from the cloth of a Viola Luso or John Brown, and I love y'all. But there are some of y'all who are so wicked. And you come off the loin of maybe a Columbus or maybe a George Wallace, or or Strom Thurmond. You fall off them cloths who molest his nanny and got a black daughter and paid for college and or paid her, give her money, but he's sitting there spewing all that hatred. You never thought we're animals, but we was never animals when you was laying down with us. You said we were nothing, but we were something when we fed your babies. You see, y'all are some sick people to get along with. So all I want to say is I'm not going to make it long, and I know y'all going to get mad, okay? And then I'm going to lose you. But that's okay, because I want the truth to come out. If you can't handle this little stuff about yourself, and then you make black people handle shit about themselves every day, and not even themselves, stuff that you perceive to be they shit, and we have to deal with it every day. You get to put people in jail. You get to do all this kind of crazy stuff. Sitting in a seat of, like, that you shouldn't have. You shouldn't be in a position to judge anybody. And so y'all should be working extra hard to look at your history, look at how grubby and evil that you are and you were, and figure out how we can move forward. But we can't, because y'all can't even deal with it. You so wretched and weak-minded. And you go around calling everybody else inferior and weak, but you the only weak one at the table. You can't deal with your history, and because you got power, what you do is throw the books out. Make laws to other people. Put them here. You create segregation everywhere you go. Divide and conquer, divide and conquer. And the sad part for me is that we haven't recognized it. All of us haven't recognized it. Some of us really, really think that this matrix ain't about race and class. And that's sad. And the fact that so less of a populated people can control us is something that we got to deal with as Africans, no matter what side of the diaspora that we're on. We got to deal with these people one way or the other, because we always come in peace. If we didn't, we would have been the first January 6th perpetrators. It wouldn't have been them white boys. It'd have been every black person who would have been justified from all the lynching and hanging and crazy shit that y'all have done to us. I really do believe if anybody was justified in doing an insurrection, it would have been us. You know? And I just got to call it like I see it. Y'all need y'all heads examined. Because by you being the last group that came along, I think there's something to you that, you still got a lot of Neanderthal going on. And either, we can't ostracize you because you are really much who has all the power. But what we have to do is take our power back. Because power concedes nothing without a demand. And again, 5 fingers spread across is not very effective, but a balled up fist can strike a mighty blow. Always have and always will. Megyn Kelly, how dare you do what you did to that child? And I know she's a grown woman, but she's a baby. And she's a good player. And y'all giving her all this race garbage. I hope y'all, when the season start, I hope y'all damn asses don't come to none of the games. Those of y'all who want to just keep talking about Caitlyn, and you're not talking about it because she's good. Otherwise, you would talk about Kate Martin or you would talk about Diana Taurasi, or you ain't doing that. You want to bring the race shit out. So you are the weakest link. And you so weak that you always have to make sure you on top of somebody else, because you know you can't put yourself in the playing field with them evenly, because you're going to lose. And it's just sad. You know? Ain't no sense in trying to figure out the keys to the color. Because we got a group that needs to repent, that needs to check their asses and check they self, do self-inventory. And it's like, what make you think you better than everybody? What make you think that you have to deal with? Can't you see by now that what you was taught is a lie? That you were better than somebody, that you were smarter than that? Don't you see that in your own life, how that was bad information that you got from grandma or uncle or whoever else you got the damn lie from? Y'all need to do a little bit more reading. A little bit more reading. Especially you, Megan, who thought it was okay to dress up in blackface and said Jesus was white, and you know, you're a racist, Megan. You really are. And I feel sorry for your children, because you represent them. I don't know. What say y'all? Tell me what you think. And if you like what you hear, like, subscribe, and you can share my channel. And I'll see you in the next video.